Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about two topics in switching, that's STP and EtherChannel. Okay. First let's start with the STP. Okay, basically STP is a spanning tree protocol. Okay, it's a spanning tree protocol that's used to prevent loops on the switch. Okay, so let me show you first. Yeah. Yeah, basically STP. One second, I will show you. This is STP. The main purpose of STP or spanning tree protocol is to prevent loops. Okay, to prevent loops between switches. Okay, like let me give you an example here. Let's say we have 3 switches here, and let's put some 1 and 3 switch here. Okay. So this is what I did now. So how does the switch basically to protect from loop? We have to use STP. The actual name is actually RPVST. Okay, RPVST plus. This is the latest version of STP, and this is the one that you'll most likely use in the production environment. RPVST plus per VLAN spanning tree per VLAN. Okay, so the first thing we can do from our side right now is, like, let's say, okay, so we have 3 switches here. We have to select one root bridge. Okay, root bridge is root switch is like you have to put the most powerful switch as set it as a root bridge. Okay, so that's yeah. Let's go to the the most powerful is this one. We have to set it up manually, because if we don't set it manually, it might choose like the weakest switch to be a root bridge, like switch 1 or switch 0. Okay, how does it work? How can we set it up manually? We have priority on each switch. Okay, it's 3, 6, 7, 9, I think, and we just lower the priority of the switch. If we lower the priority, it will be automatically the root bridge. Let me show you how it's done. Okay, let me see. This is the switch. Okay, enable show spanning tree. Okay, so this is the priority, and this is the spanning tree. See, the protocol is saying IEEE. This is just STP protocol. Okay, we have to set it manually to rapid PVST per VLAN T. So we can go to here, config tree. We can just put spanning tree and mode, not mode. Actually, we have to select the VLANs. For example, we'll use VLAN 10 and 20, right? So we can use like this, and we can make it spanning tree mode. First, let's set it to rapid PVST. Rapid PVST. Rapid PVST. Okay, now let's do show spanning tree Okay, as you can see now it's changed. The protocol is changed to rapid spanning tree. Okay, now the next step is to go to make this switch a root switch. Okay, how can we do that? We will just type this command, spanning tree. Okay, and we are going to make this the root bridge. So we'll just make VLAN. 1 second, let me verify. Yeah, VLAN 10 20 and root. Note, we have two types, primary and secondary. Okay, primary is like for example, you have another root that you want to another switch you want to act as a backup, you can set it as secondary. But this one, let's put it primary. Yeah, spanning tree VLAN 10 20. You have to specify the VLAN as well, and root primary. So now this switch is set to primary. This root is set to primary. Yeah, so now what can we do? Yeah, this switch has two ports, FA01 and FA02. This one is the alternate probe, this is the root probe. So also we have to make sure, in order to prevent that this switch and this switch, access switch, don't become roots, we have to enable configure root guard on these ports, these two ports. Okay, let's see first how much is what's the port here, F01, right? So we can put here F01. Okay, has to be root port, and let's see how much is this root guard. We have to configure root guard here, F02. So we will configure root guard here in these two ports to prevent these two switches from becoming a root switch. Okay. Yeah, and let's configure int range F01 and 2. Range I'm using, like, you can use range for if you want to the configuration to reflect on more than one port. Okay, so I'm going to do switch port, no, sorry, spanning tree, and both the root has to be guard, and I'm going to mention guard root. So now I've configured root here. Okay, and yeah, guard root. Okay, also I think we should configure switch port mode from okay, because you have to do this one, switch port encapsulation .1q 10 or 20 or no, I think let's see if it is okay, you're supposed to put trunk here. Yeah, so I think now it's okay. Basically this is how it's configured. Okay, now we set the root bridge here. Okay, this root become the root bridge, and we configure the root guard here, root guard here, and on this port as well, root guard. There is one more thing we need to configure, but it's not going to work on this packet tracer. It's called spanning tree, loop guard, spanning tree. VLAN 10, VLAN 10 and 20, and root. Yeah, it's root. Actually, we're supposed to do the guard, right? Mode. Not this one at all. Spanning tree root guard. Yeah, spanning tree guard actually. Guard. It's not configured here for some reason. Not spanning tree guard, spanning tree. Okay, we are supposed to configure it on the switch, on the interface, I think. Yeah, because it's not going to allow us to do that here. So anyhow, this is the on the switch. It will not work on anyways. On packet tracer it won't work. But this is the command, so you can configure it on your. We can use JNS3. Right now it's not set up, but we'll show you once it's set up. Spanning tree guard loop default. This is the command to do loop guard. Okay, so now let's see why it is. Okay, so let's go through. Yeah, let's go to the switch, and here on this port, since it's connected to the PCs, this port has to be configured. We have to configure BPDU guard here on this port on the endpoint to prevent rogue switches. Like someone could bring another switch here and connect it to the switch, right? But if we configure root guard, it will not work. Hello? Okay, edit. Okay, I will give him the permission. Okay, قول لي عاطف. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Yeah, so let's continue with this. So what we will do here is that yeah, we will first go to this port. Let's check with what's this port number. Okay, this is port FA03. Okay, F03. Okay, here we have yeah, here I put FA03. Here we have F03, F03, F03. Okay, enable. So I'm going to config T here, int F03. Okay, right now I'm going to start with this switch F03. So what we will do here is that yeah, spanning tree mode PortFast. Is it? No, it's actually spanning tree PortFast. Just spanning tree PortFast. Yeah. So basically, what is PortFast? PortFast is a way, you know, when you connect any PC or anything to the switch. If you noticed here, let's bring some PC here, okay, and connect it to one port, any port in the switch, okay. As you can see this orange still on listening state or learning state. It takes time until it becomes green, right? Because it's going through 3-4 different states: listening, learning, and forwarding state, right? It takes time. You see how much time it takes. This is very bad for most people. Yani it's not good, especially on this PCs, right? It's a normal PC and it doesn't need to take this much time. So to solve this problem, okay, what we do is we configure PortFast on the port, right? Like PortFast, it's a mechanism to solve this problem. Like for example here, I think it's already configured. So let me try one more time. It's in F03, right? Look how instant it will come. That's it. It becomes instant. Okay. Try to put it on another port. 4. See, it takes time. Okay. See, it's still it's because it's going through the whole process: listening, learning, forwarding, all this, right? That's why it's taking time. But if you put it on 3, it skips the listening and learning. It just automatically comes to the forwarding state. That's the difference. That's why we configure spanning tree. And there is one more thing that we need to configure: spanning tree on the interface. Spanning tree PortFast BPDU PortFast BPDU filter, BPDU guard. Let me see. Yeah, this is the one, BPDU guard. Okay, there is also a trick. This is, you see what I did, question mark. Like if there is any command or something that I am not sure about, or if you are not sure about, what you can do is just type the command question mark, and it will give you all the list of possible commands you can choose. Okay, that's why now BPDU guard, right? So now spanning tree BPDU guard, spanning tree PortFast BPDU guard, spanning tree PortFast BPDU guard. What's the issue here? I think BPDU guard. Not sure what's the issue. Let's me check. No, because I should post the lowest possible. Right, yeah, let's continue with the BPDU configuration, BPDU guard configuration. For this port, let's configure the BPDU guard for FA03. enable config t, and let's do it in the int f03 and spanning tree 3 BPDU guard enabled. It's actually enabled. Yeah, so now BPDU guard is enabled on this port. Okay, so how we can test? Okay, let's say someone tries to put another switch. Okay, this one is a rogue switch. He wants to connect to this port. Okay, he can't now. Let me show you. 1 second. Let's just remove this one. Yeah, let's just cancel that one. Yeah, we don't need it anyways. Let's put one. Let's connect the switch, for example. Okay, let's connect it to the 5 Ethernet, fast Ethernet 0x3. Now let's wait. See what happened there? It's red. It's preventing us to connect because it's disabled. The port is currently it will tell you it's in error disabled or inconsistent port. It's look, block BPDU guard received BPDU port from this BPDU guard disabling port. It's disabling port. So right now it's in an error disabled state. This port. So basically, this is the benefit of BPDU guard. And so yeah. So let's conclude for the STP. Let's move on to EtherChannel. Okay, EtherChannel is a way to connect multiple switch using multiple lines. Okay, for performance and availability. Okay, like EtherChannel can be. Let me show you what is EtherChannel exactly. The exact definition of EtherChannel. It's a way to combine multiple wires connections between two switches, so to improve the bandwidth, the speed, and the performance of the connection. Let's see EtherChannel. Okay, so let's just go through our notice here. Let me search here through EtherChannel. One second. Yeah, so this is this is not the definition. 1 second. Let's just, yeah. So EtherChannel, also known as link aggregation channel, is a port link aggregation that bundles multiple physical Ethernet links into single high bandwidth logical link between the network device. Increase bandwidth and through traffic load balancing and offer redundancy. So that's the benefit of load balancing. Let me show you how it actually works. Let's put here one switch here. Let's put the wire here. I'll put more than 2. I'll put 4 links. Okay. Yeah, so we have now 4 links. So what I will do, okay, I'll go to this switch and the CLI and enable. And by the way, there is one more thing you need to know. Whenever you make any configuration, it's recommended to save the configuration. There is 2 ways of doing this. You can use the write command here will save the configuration, or the copy run start. Okay, yes, okay, both will save your configuration to the main configuration. Okay, because unless you save your configuration when you restart the switch or router, all your configuration will be lost. This is one tip. And config t, let's go ahead and configure the ether channel. So int, we will check the port here. We have F, let's see how many ports are actually, which ports we are using. Yeah, we're using from F01 up to F04. Okay, let's see here as well, same F01 up to F04. So let's go ahead and do that. F01 up to up to 4. Okay, no, we have to use range so that we will be able to configure, yeah, all at the same time. So I'm going to use channel group 1, remember this number, mode active. So right now, okay, I have just configured this one. Then let's go to int port channel 1, and then switch port mode trunk. Okay, I'm setting it all trunk. Remember these commands. So to check whether the ether channel is configured or no, we can use boost show ether channel summary. Ether channel summary, ether channel. Okay, so it will tell you the protocol here, the channel group. Yeah, the protocol is LACP. Okay, this is important, and the maximum ports are 4, and L2, the group state port channel is yeah. Okay, so let's see, there is one more, the channel summary. I think it's summary. 1 second. Let's just exit from here. Exit. Show ether channel. Yeah, we can do ether channel summary. Yeah, this will give me the summary of the code. As you can see here, it's saying protocol LACP. Okay, the port channel information, and P01D. Okay, so here we finish the configuration for the ether channel. Let's configure it on switch 5. Okay, here we'll do the same thing. Okay, enable config t and int range F01 up to 4. Okay, and here we will do channel group 1, channel group 1 mode active. Okay, int port channel. So the email sent. It's good. It's what you sent. It's good. It's good. It's good. Port channel. Int port channel. I think int port channel, switch port mode trunk. So here we have already configured all the, now the EtherChannel should work. Okay, let's wait, then it will all be green. Let's just go there and see, do show ether channel summary, or let me, no, the spelling is actually wrong. 1 second. Ether channel, yeah, so here it's saying LACP, so the EtherChannel is actually configured. Yeah, so now it's working. So this is basically how you configure Ether channels. Okay. We use LACP protocol, and that's it for today's session, and we'll talk more on the next session. Our next session will be actually on routing protocols. Probably I'm not sure whether I will go through routing protocol or maybe we'll go with the DHCP and DNS. Anyhow, we'll see you next lecture. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.